And there he is, Kevin Holland, superhero, real life superhero, helps along with the two others take down the gunman, apprehend him, subdue him, take the gun away. Not a single soul got hurt. An amazing story. Some way, somehow, he's at the right place, right time, wrong place, right time. I don't know. But I mean, the man is an absolute legend. He's an inspiration. He's kind enough to join us right now on the program to talk about this. And I know he didn't want to talk a lot to the media beforehand, but I mean, look at this guy.
Thanks.
I mean,
appreciate you.
Kevin, this is incredible. Is it right place, right time? Is it right place, wrong time, wrong place, right time? I don't know. How does this keep happening to you?
I don't know, man. It really, honestly, it depends how you look at it. You know, it's like the carjacking thing, that was pretty cool because I got to drive my car really fast. But that one right there, that wasn't that cool because it's like, you know, A, I'm eating dinner. B, I'm having a good time. C, it's like, who the hell expects somebody to come in and start shooting while they're eating?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was just one of those times where it's just like, you know, however they want to label it, just happy everybody's safe, nobody's hurt, you know, and so on and so forth. But I'm glad I'm doing an interview with Ariel because some of those other ones I didn't want to do. Glad I'm doing one with you.
Oh, respect.
Because you're going to help me get to the bottom of something, Ariel.
Oh.
I want to find the first person that jumped in there and originally grabbed the guy to help slow down the whole shooting and everything. I like to find that guy. And next time they have some fights in Houston, whether I need to come out of my own pocket or whatever, I like to get that man and his old lady some tickets to go watch some UFC fights, whether it be me fighting there or whether it just be him showing up to some fights. So we can find that guy. We can get that guy some tickets to a fight.
Let's go.
I think that'd be lovely.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, and I will do whatever I can to help you find that guy. Can we start at the beginning, though? Can you paint? I'm sure you have probably told this story now to a bunch of people, your family. Everyone wants to know. But can you paint the picture? It's Monday night. You're at a sushi restaurant in Houston. It's around 11:30 local time. What happens?
Yeah. So, you know, we're at the sushi spot. We're chilling, having a good time. I finally got my uncle out with me. He's my baby uncle because he's a year younger than me. And we're out just chilling, you know, doing our thing. Having a good old meal, you know. I finish my food. I usually finish first. I'm a fast eater. I got I'm on my second liquor, Ariel. I'm having a good time.
Yes,
you know what I mean? I got me some Hennessy and some Coke, you know. I'm just chilling. And there was a party behind us, birthday party. So when I heard the bang originally, Ariel, I'm like, all right, that's a champagne bottle. You know what I mean? I'm thinking my people back here having look at that battery dying on me.
Oh.
I was thinking my people having a good time. You know, they're back here having a good time. So I turned to look behind me and people were running, glasses breaking. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, that's not a champagne bottle. That's a gunshot. I go to turn to see the people that was in front of me. They're down low. They're getting down. My uncle's getting up like he's about to run. I grab him by the shirt, pull him down. I'm like, yo, chill. I look to the side. It was kind of like an island right there. As I look to the side, the guy's holding the guy with the gun, you know, and the gun's pointing just directly towards the back of the spot, right where we're sitting at and everything. And I'm like, all right, well, that guy's safe, but we're not. So, you know, instead of going around the right side of the bar, I go around the left side of the bar, which, you know, there's a long island in between there. So as I'm running down, I pick up a chair. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use this chair. This chair's going to come in handy. Grab the chair. I hit the corner. As soon as I hit the corner, you know, they're still wrestling. At this point in time, the guy's kind of like a little more spaced out. You know, it's like the shooter's getting back in a little bit of motion. But the guy still has a good grip on the gun, you know, and he's holding the hammer. You know what I mean? That's probably the best thing he did was hold the hammer. So it's like I get over there. I'm trying to make out who the two guys are. So I put the chair down just to make sure I don't hit the wrong person with the chair, you know.
Right.
Realize who the shooter is, help ply the gun out. First, we aim the gun down, you know, because I'm like, this is probably be a better situation instead of pointing towards the back. But then as it's aiming down, I'm like, yo, we're upstairs. What if somebody's downstairs? So then I hit it towards the island and then we hit it up top like this. At this point in time, the guy, I noticed his wrist is starting to jam up a little bit. Punch the wrist. I pull the fucker back, put him in a rear naked choke, sit him in the lap. I choking him. My uncle's sitting there and I call him Herb. At this point in time, I'm calling him Herb Dean with the dreads out the back. Skinny Herb Dean, you know, he's in there, he's watching. And he's like, he's not out. He's not out. He's not out. And then he grabs the guy on the guy's limp. He's like, all right, he's out. Roll over, get on top, throw the backpack out. You know, the guy wakes to, you know, hold him by the back of the head, let him know, man, you move again, I'm about to smack you. I'm going to hit you really hard, bro. You might want to just chill out. He's like, yes, sir. So at this point in time, you know, he's probably trying to like come to. He's like, all right, I'm fucked here. So he's just sitting there. Next, you know, officer comes in. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get off. He's like, nope, you're going to help me flip him. We flip him, you know what I'm saying? He hit him with the cuff, and off they went. It was good. It was good to go. I had to go find my pinky ring, had to go find my hat. Didn't lose the glasses, but it was a good night.
Wow.
Nobody got hurt. Everybody goes home safe.
This is absurd, Kevin. I mean, you say it so nonchalantly. Were you nervous? Were you scared?
No. I mean, it's pretty quick. So you know what I mean? You don't really get scared because it's just like, it's so quick. It's just more like reaction. You know what I mean? Reaction. Mm-hmm. Play all this Call of Duty, do all this martial arts, better react. Right, you know what I mean? When the time comes, right? I did Kung Fu first and foremost. So I just feel like that was the best way to defend myself and the people that were with me at the time. So that's just how I responded, you know? So no, I didn't really feel like there was ever a situation to get nervous. I don't know if you remember, there was a shooting not too long ago, I think like a year ago in Texas in the church, and the old guy pulled his stick out and hit the shooter like, pow! You know, it's like, I figured that would happen before I even got there as I was running to the guy, you know, because like you live in Texas, you know, one guy pulls out a gun, another guy pulls out a gun out of nowhere and shoots that guy. Right. So, no, I mean, I'm confident in the state that I live in. You know, I always have been, probably always will be. So, no, it's like I'm never nervous, you know, and I was more so nervous about possibly getting stampeded as I was running over there. I was more so nervous about the people's reaction. Like once I finally had the guy, like, you know, and I was on top of him, you know, they didn't care about the police coming, you know what I mean? They wanted to smash the guy out. You know, everybody's on a date. Everybody's with their wives, you know, their family. And, you know, this guy's coming in here shooting a gun. I mean, that's just completely psychotic. Yeah. So,
did he say anything? Yeah. Like, did he happen to say anything to you on the ground beforehand as to why he would do this?
No, I mean, straight rear naked choked out, sleep. Damn. He woke up with a fist poking at his face, you know? So at that point in time, you know, the only thing he ever said was, yes, sir. So, you know, obviously the guy, you know, he's, you know, as bad as he is, maybe he was just in a bad situation. So that's why I'm happy that nobody got hurt. Not the shooter, you know, the last situation that I was in, not the driver who stole the car. You know, nobody gets hurt. That's what I like. You know what I mean? It's like no reason for anybody to go out, be seriously harmed, and, you know, not be the same in life ever again. That's not right. So, yeah.
So to give credit where it's due, one guy initially took him down first. Is that accurate?
Yeah, he jumped on him, grabbed the gun. I mean, you know, maybe that guy was scared that the gun would be pointed towards him because he was the closest to the man. But he grabbed that gun. They were scrambling for it.
Wow.
That guy did a good job. If we could find that guy, I would love to get that guy some tickets, you know, have a good time with the guy.
And when he initially shot, was it one gunshot that you heard?
One gunshot. Boom.
And where did it go?
Crazy. Glass is breaking. I think it went in the air. So my initial thought is that he's boom, and then he's about to draw out on us. Probably, maybe he's trying to rob the place. You know what I'm saying? It's like you never know. I would like to know. I would really like to know what would make that guy want to
do that,
go that route. You know, and then 11:30 at night, you're robbing a sushi spot. Out of all spots to rob in the world, you're robbing a sushi spot. I mean, you know, it doesn't really make sense. So I would like to know.
Were people leaving? Like when there's that wrestling match going on the ground, are people running out of the restaurant? I would imagine, right?
I think a few people are running out and stuff like that. But I'm more so worried about the person on the ground, and I'm more so worried about the people who may be trying to attack the person on the ground, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So
the reason I ask that is, why would you? Like, what is it about you that says, I'm not going to leave. I'm actually going to go and subdue this guy and choke him out? Why jump into the fray as opposed to escape?
I don't know. Like I said, self-defense, you know what I mean? I just felt like probably that was at the time, you know, things are going super quick. You know, that's what my brain registered as the best option. And then the guy is in front of the door, you know, the sushi spot is kind of like oddly shaped, you know, and set up. You know, you have to go up some stairs. It's almost like a rush hour scene as you're going upstairs to go to the sushi spot to eat, you know, or you could take the elevator to get up there. So in order to leave, you have to get past this man anyways. So he has to be stalled for anybody to leave. You know, and people are running the opposite way of where the door is. So it's like, yeah, you might as well just get to this guy. You know, it's like, I can't leave unless the people I'm with get out of there first and foremost.
Sure.
Or I feel responsible. So like, no, you know, I'm on top of them. I'm right here. I'm good. You know, I'm good now. The shooter's taken care of. We good.
So you jump into the mix. You jump into the mix, and you get those. You know, those, you take his back, right? You get those hooks in and you just choke him out. Now, is he face down or does he turn over when you do this?
Nah, we're you know, I'm on my back.
You're on your back.
I still wanted to scan what was in front of me. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what I've seen first and foremost, but you never know what could be behind it. You never know. I mean, if they're robbing the place, how do you know there's not another guy there? How do you know there's not somebody in the car trying to come up and see what the hell is going on with this boy? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking. My back's to the ground. I'm looking up. I'm trying to visualize.
Did he fight you when you were taking his back, or was he a pretty easy?
So he was a small guy.
Yeah.
So the gun got free, and I put the choke in. You know what I mean? Maybe I should cut down to 55 aerial.
Yes.
You know, the smaller they are, the better I do.
What about this guy, Brendan Allen, saying, "Oh, I don't believe it because Kevin Holland took someone down"? I mean, it's a little ill-timed, that joke. No.
You know what? There's another guy from the Dawkins camp was making jokes and stuff like that, which I thought was a little weird because Chris is ex-cop and stuff like that. But hey, I would love to make a few jokes, but hey, I'm a jokester. I like to have fun, but I mean, it's one of those situations. I mean, I just got a message from one of the ladies that was there. She was happy that her and her husband got to go home to their newborn baby. So
yeah, man.
If I'm not mistaken, Brandon Allen has a couple kids, had a kid not too long ago. Hopefully when you're in that situation, Brandon, hopefully you're not joking. Hopefully you're taking things serious and you're able to make it home to your kids, and everybody that's in there can make it home to their kids, and you're not such a douchebag, And Brandon, don't ever forget, I'm a 170 pounder now, but I was still going to 85 and smack any one of you guys, bucko.
How long before the cops come, to the best of your knowledge?
I don't know, man. Houston PD was quick. In my eyes, they were really quick. You know what I mean? It's like, it was a nice neighborhood. Maybe they were already patrolling somewhere. And the first cop that came in there, man, he came in there by himself. Didn't need no backup. He ran in that thing. I was like, yo, old guy.
Oh, why didn't you want to do media? Because I would imagine Kevin Holland, UFC star, does this and that. Like, this would have gone everywhere. Why did you lay low?
Yeah, they had to convince me to do it. Look, I don't know. I mean, I don't need media for doing that type of shit. You know what I mean? It's like media for fighting, media for my memes, media for the antics I may pull inside the cage or fight week. That's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? I got taught Kung Fu for not $1, not a penny, not a cent. I didn't have to pay my original instructor, not anything, just to give him some time. I was in high school learning this stuff. I don't feel like it's one of those things that you need clout for, If I wasn't convinced to do these things today, I'd just let the whole thing ride, If people didn't start finding out it was Kevy Kev, I would have let the whole thing ride. Honestly, if it wasn't such a shook experience, because I actually had some family there with me when the situation happened, I wouldn't even told my coach. I wouldn't have told my manager. I wouldn't have told the people that were close to me. I would have just kept it pushing like it was a normal day, But the fact that my uncle was there with me, and the gun was really in our direction and he could have got popped, that type of stuff sits with me. So I'm like, my first time going to Houston, taking my little brother with me, even though my little brother was hanging out with my cousin playing basketball and stuff like that. Yes, that late they were playing basketball. Like that type of stuff sits with me. Usually I travel alone. Anything happens when I'm alone, it's just Kevin, nothing to worry about. It's my life. I'm a samurai. I can deal with that. But when you got family and friends with you, you're like, shit, like I didn't care about no media. I cared about going home and just like kind of like soaking in the fact that I could like still see my people and that nothing happened to none of my people, So yeah, I was trying to avoid the media.
Could you even go to bed that night? Like, were you rattled afterwards once the dust settled?
Yeah, I was rattled for a minute. I ain't gonna cap. It was just like I said, the fact that I got my family with me, you know what I mean? That doesn't sit right in my stomach. And then I pounded that liquor after I got done doing all that. I just ate on that sushi and shit. So that probably didn't sit right either. But yeah, my stomach was all bubbly and I was laying in the Airbnb room and it was loud in there because it was right by the traffic and I kept hearing cars go by. And every time it would bump, I'd bump and jump up like, what the? But I mean, all in all, you know what I'm saying? Couple shimmy reefer sticks later, I was good to go.
Do you feel rattled now or are you over it?
No, I'm good. I end up going to get some coffee the next day 2-3 times. End up going to a couple busy spots to get over it. I actually was talking to some people that I met with the last name of Holland as well. And no, we're not related, but I met them at the triad fights. And one of the ladies is a counselor. So I was actually back and forth with her on the phone, and she was just giving me some techniques and stuff like that on what you can do to kind of like just
get over it.
Possibly can get any PTSD from it, or you actually have anything going on, just to like keep your breathing right, keep your body right, keep your mind right. So I just followed the steps that she gave me. She said it'd be good to take my time, but when I'm ready to get back to a busy area, I feel like I was ready the next day. So I went right back into it, right back into the fire. I didn't want to mess up the kids' time that I promised them in Houston. I promised my brother he was going to train with Bob. I promised that we were going to go shopping, and I didn't want to mess it all up just because I went through some, you know what I mean, the night before. So no, I did the techniques that she told me, and I just kept it pushing. You know, shook now? No, I'm at home chilling. I got my shoes behind me. I got my video game right here. I'm back good.
And do you know what happened to the guy, the gunman?
No. Honestly, I was talking to Orrin about it. For those of you who don't know, Orrin is the manager. I was talking to him about it, and I was like, bro, I would love to find out kind of like, you know, what's going on with that guy in that situation. You know what I mean? Like the motive. Just so you can, you know, maybe in the future, see somebody with that same type of energy walk in somewhere and you can like, you know, maybe talk to the motherfucker before they even get there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just want to know like where he coming from. Like what would make him flip that, you know?
They thank you? Like when the cops come, do they thank you?
Yeah, the cops are always cool. I mean, they're happy because they ain't got to do the extra work, but they're still pissed off because they got to do paperwork. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, they're all really nice. They're nice to everybody in the bar. They understand we all just went through a trauma time. I ain't gonna lie, man. Rod should have covered my bill. I still end up having to spend $200 with y'all.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, Rod. Next time, y'all better cover my bill, Rod.
They didn't thank you?
Rod was tripping. I understand that they was going through some stuff, but you know, Rod was tripping.
They should have given you like 10 years worth.
Sushi cake.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie though. I don't know if I'm eating sushi when I go to Houston no more. I'll probably go stick to something else.
Yeah.
They got a spot out there called Flippin' Patties and some good burgers and some good French fries. I'll probably just stick to that spot for now.
Yeah. Now, so are you liking this thing of being like the guy who stops crime? Do you feel like this is going to be a thing? You know, there was once a fighter named Phoenix Jones. Do you remember this guy? He was trying to stop. Do you like this gimmick, or are you done with this for your life? Are you done with stopping crime?
I can't say I'm done with stopping crime because I don't know. I mean, if I'm somewhere, something pops off, then you know, if I'm in the right spot, you know what I mean. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, make sure I'm okay and people around me okay. But you know, I'm always a Batman fan. You know, I love Batman. You know, if the police want to hire me to be Batman for the world, I got you, baby. But I doubt that's gonna happen. So, I just want to keep fighting, collecting checks, beating people up, and mainly do my interviews for beating people up in the cage and not inside bars or cars.
Two last things. This would be a great, I guess, endorsement to train, right? If you didn't have this knowledge, you wouldn't have the confidence to jump in there and to also be able to pull this off, correct?
Yeah. All the training throughout the years, you know, it's been a couple times where they definitely have came in handy and, you know, saved me or saved somebody next to me. And then my uncle, I remember when we were younger, you know what I mean? Like I say, he's a year or some change younger than me. I remember when I first started training martial arts, I used to just completely abuse him at the house, you know, use all my moves on him. And he used to always be like, why do you do this? His buddy, actually, military guy, when we were younger, like, you know, that we were too young to do stuff like that. He was like, they used to be like, why do you do this to us? We've all had experiences where we've been like, yo, I'm happy we got beat up when we were younger and we did all our martial arts stuff. So, yeah, maybe that needs to be part of PE in school. Maybe you guys need to do more martial arts. I don't know. But martial arts definitely saved me plenty of times and saved others. So, yeah, it's go-to.
What a freaking story, man. What a freaking story. I feel, I mean, I'd be remiss just because I feel like you are always ready to go. We only spoke to you like a couple of weeks ago, so it hasn't been so long. Do you have your next fight yet? Or, I mean, I feel like I have to ask this question. No? Okay.
No, I don't have my next fight yet, but, you know, everybody knows who I want to fight, but he has a fight with Joe Lazon, so.
So we're back on that train? I thought you were jumping off that train.
Yeah, I'm back on that train. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I try and be respectful because he's an OG. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but I mean, I don't care what people say. I mean, I've always been a fan of Donald Cerrone. To be able to share that octagon with Donald Cerrone before he retires, that'd be awesome. Like I said, I'm a good first fight, last fight, or any fight. So,
I mean, that fight's coming up. You could be right after.
You know, or maybe that fight doesn't happen and I'm the guy.
Oh, wait. Do you know something we don't know?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. All right. Much respect to you, Kevin. You're the man.
Why would Donald Cerrone want to cut all that weight? Why would Donald want to cut all that weight? When he fights me, he can drink beer and still enjoy himself.
Of course, yeah. 170. Let's go. Catch weight, 175.
Let's go.
Amazing. Well, it's just amazing, man. So much respect for you. You're a real life superhero. I can't believe this happened again. But man, I want to be next to you when shit goes down, because you get things done, my friend. You stop bad people from doing bad things. So just well done to you. I hope they give you the key to Texas. Forget the key to the city. Give you the key to the whole damn state, if you ask me, for what you're doing for the people there.
First and foremost, y'all better make sure I ain't got no speeding tickets.
That's right.
I need a little speeding pass. Yeah.
Yeah, the next time they find out you got speeding tickets, they better freaking let you go and do a parade for you on the way home. You know?
Yeah,
I mean,
do a donut and then go down the street.
Yes. Thanks for doing this, Kevin. I appreciate it, man. Well done.
No problem. Thank you, man. You guys have a good one.
You too. There he is, Kevin Holland. What a freaking legend. What a story. I mean, what a story that is.